All the hoes lose their mind when they see me stunting. Dope boys lose their mind when they hear me coming. All the haters get to run when they get the chopper jumping. Bumping. All the hoes lose their mind when they see me stunting. Dope boys lose their mind when they hear me coming. All the haters get to run when they get the chopper jumping. Y'all already know you need not a wonder. I was voted #1 rapper to drop this summer. A one-hit wonder, how the hell you figure that? My rhymes like crab beans, screaming, give me that. I'm feeling like a monkey in that 73 dome. Peter Desert Eagle, we been smelling like the stone. Gotta be a slave shooter with a real big booty. Roost all day, keep a nigga riding cruising. If it's a problem, I suggest you let it go. Got some killers over there on hill and alone. I beat the block up, you can hear me when I'm coming. If it's a problem, man, the chopper start drumming. All the hoes lose their mind when they see me stunting. Dope boys lose their mind when they hear me coming. All the haters get to run when they get the chopper jumping. Bumping. All the hoes lose their mind when they see me stunting. Dope boys lose their mind when they hear me coming. All the haters get to run when they get the chopper jumping. My niggas flip birds, some niggas flip burgers. My niggas got work, your niggas just workers. My niggas be get hurt, your niggas is unheard of. My niggas murder, your niggas get murdered. My niggas win niggas, your niggas get drenched. My niggas play the field, your niggas ride pins. My niggas is quarterbacks, your niggas just receive. When I take on fish boy, your niggas retrieve. My niggas take the coke and they let the shit cook. Your niggas is free women with the dope and give up. Now ain't that something, let the story be told. That's the plot thick is the script unfold. All the hoes lose their mind when they see me stunting. Dope boys lose their mind when they hear me coming. All the haters get to run when they get the chopper jumping. Bumping. All the hoes lose their mind when they see me stunting. Dope boys lose their mind when they hear me coming. All the haters get to run when they get the chopper jumping. I get the back around 3, we can do it one more again. Message to them, hate them, and the face to the wind. Never change brain with the limp in my wall. Baby, hush your mouth and pick up him when he's tall. Everybody knows that I do it for the hood. Help feed the hunger, now my homies all good. Word on the street, shot got the heat. Suede on the seat, 28 on the feet. 2 bottles of Chris, baby, gon' spend money. When you add it up, now I'm drinking rent money. My wrist don't throw, make them jump up body clothes. Gonna enjoy your life, in the morning, gotta go. All the hoes lose their mind when they see me stunting. Dope boys lose their mind when they hear me coming. All the haters get to run when they get the chopper jumping. Bumping. All the hoes lose their mind when they see me stunting. Dope boys lose their mind when they hear me coming. All the haters get to run when they get the chopper jumping. Bumping. Niggas, rookie of the year. Play your position, nigga. Y'all fuck boys, stop your hustling, man. Y'all niggas know how we do. Y'all know what it is. Always from the motherfucking west side to the south side, nigga. ML King, Bad Road, 4-5, the whole 4 blocks, 320. What's up, Kool-Aid? Yeah. Rest in peace, my nigga Steve. Chris Terry, Lil Mike, Black Horn. Then we take to the motherfucking south side, nigga. Cali Paul. You know what I'm talking about? Barney Red, Shake the P, nigga. What it is, I see you out there, Tony B. Call him up, what up, nigga? Fresh staff from Cali Paul, I see you, nigga. Ain't nothing, Lord, y'all know how we do it. Young Chop, Block Entertainment. Shout Slick, where you at? You up next, nigga. And I'm out of here. If it's a problem, don't let me know. Let me if it ain't shit, nigga, don't let it go. Let it while it's on my mind, I need to let you know. Let the choppers on tick and ain't afraid to let them go. Let them go. Yeah, I do ya, baby. I do ya, baby. I do ya, baby. Let me talk to y'all niggas. Let's go. You on that dumb shit? I ain't with it, man. That's the main reason murders get committed, man. It can go down any minute, man. Boom, squad jump out, that black on black minute, man. So you better be quick and on your toes. When them choppers fully stop, nobody knows. Babies crying, niggas dying all over the place. Mama crying, cause there's blood all over her face. This is not not a game, no. This is not a test, no. Switch keys and brain things to be next to rest. I bust your head too, and sources later. Throw the deuces, sayonara till you hate me. If it's a problem, don't let me know. Let me, if it ain't shit, nigga, don't let me go. Let me, while it's on my mind, I need to let you know. Let me go. I don't know your bitch, she don't know me either. I suggest you keep it moving if you want to keep it. You don't want these crowds, that's a bad idea. But shit, it had your ass running like diarrhea. Nobody move, nobody get hurt. Shit, if I wanted to, everybody get the dirt. This could be your boy that only if you keep it cool, nigga. Act like you strong instead of middle school, nigga. You really want this deep, bro. Put it back in the freezer, you freeze up when I pull the heat. Put the knees up. This is not a game, this is not a test. Slow your roll, or you be late to rest. The problem, don't let me know. Let me, if it ain't shit, nigga, don't let me go. Let me, while it's on my mind, I need to let you know. Let the choppers low ticket, they the break to let them go. Let them go, yeah, I do ya, baby. I do ya, baby. I do ya, baby. I say you wet dope just to make it way right. Call the phone, catch it up in brown daylight. Yeah, I bang your bitch, I do your bad. 9 months later, now she screaming you're the dad. If you lose your bum, pay out $7,000 shit. If I owe your boy, then you ask me counterfeit. Oh yeah, I flex you, nigga. Don't think I can't. Have my brow, put some sugar in your gas tank. Cut your breaker line, slice your back tie. When you crack your car, you hit the catch fire. Now I don't know what you've been told, but these are brief descriptions of how these bitches go. Don't let me know. Let me, if it ain't shit, nigga, don't let me go. Let me, watch it on my mind, I need to let you know. Let the choppers know, ticket, they the break to let them go. Let them go, yeah, I do ya, baby. I do ya, baby. I do ya, when I drop the work in the body bounce back like elastic. How you do that? I call it dope boy magic. Watch me work the plays like that 95 mad. How you do that? I call it dope boy magic. I get a 9 in the morning by the night it just back. How you do that? I call it dope boy magic. Fresh still everything like I just about a cat. How you do that? I call it dope boy magic. Number one, the turtle pair, bone Jackson Raiders and 2, a fresh pair of Maury alligators. 3, out of 10 niggas and some haters before it's too late. 5 shots to your tater. 6, honey chrome front and got the candy coat beans that we wear for presidential blowing in the wind of 4 and the 8 at 9 touchdown. A beautiful play in my neighborhood, so what now? Got one on left, you can snatch it for the 7. Nigga, keep your chirp on alert, just like the 9/11. The 12 creeping through the hood like Jason, keep it moving. Friday 13, but bitch, this ain't a movie. I was only 14 when I got my first deal. Made a two-way disappear like David Copperfield. While I recorded this at 2:15. Now dope boy magic beating through your 15. I dropped the work in the body bounce back like elastic. How you do that? I call it dope boy magic. Watch me work the plays like that 95 mad. How you do that? I call it dope boy magic. I get a 9 in the morning by the night it just back. How you do that? I call it dope boy magic. Fresh still everything like I just about a cat. How you do that? I call it dope boy magic. Supercalifragilistic, expialidocious. She know we could up and die. Hit it with the soda, bring it back to some 5-5. Oh my, look what it done to me. That dope boy magic got me rich as I want to be. I say, oh my, look what it done to me. That dope boy magic got me rich as I want to be. I start to work in the potty, bounce back like elastic. How you do that? I call it dope boy magic. Watch me work the place like that 95 mad. How you do that? I call it dope boy magic. I get a 9 in the morning by the 90 shit back. How you do that? I call it dope boy magic. Fresh and deal every day like I took the body can. How you do that? I call it dope boy magic. I'm something like David Blaine when it comes to moving his cane. 10 years off in the game, young nigga just get this thing. Concrete nigga straight from the street, different bitch every day of the week. Different bitch with a different beat. Keep my bitch and I want my beat. When that work to my dope is slow. Every other day got brand new folks. Every Cadillac got brand new folks. Can't get tank with a suicide dose. Making deals, I'ma grab my phone. They ain't tapping on my phone. Hey, cause nigga money long. No point magic made this song. Magic City gon' buy a bitch. Who and this gon' stay who's rich. Riding around the corner with me. Let my car straight through the bitch. No one nigga gon' ride with me. Suck a game, I charge a fee. If you never heard of me, Papa George, I've been a G. The work in the potty, bounce back like elastic. How you do that? I call it dope boy magic. Watch me work the place like that 95 mad. How you do that? I call it dope boy magic. I get a 9 in the morning by the 90 shit back. How you do that? I call it dope boy magic. Fresh and deal every day like I took the body can. How you do that? I call it dope boy magic.
Welcome to the home of the Wyoming Cowboys in Laramie, Wyoming. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Wyoming Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cowboys offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. The give to the back. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Bell. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Fry. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Brown will throw it. Makes the grab. Still on his feet at the 45. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Leaves it with the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run play action. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Gets the back moving. Third down play from the gun. Firing to the right, complete. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. From the 30-yard line on 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality.
Oh, he's got some space. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Touchdown, Mustard and Brown. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense comes out first time they've had the ball today. And guys, we talk about how tight ends are a quarterback's best friend. Boy, this guy may take friendship to a whole nother level.
Yeah, it's so nice to have a guy that the size, the athletic ability, and here's why it's always so good. Jesse, what do you want to do, man? Put a linebacker on him, put a safety on him. Nowadays, these guys can win, and it just really makes offense so much easier to run, and it goes pretty smoothly.
Yeah, you're right. This guy is a matchup nightmare. And it seems like every week, defensive coordinators go in, and they don't respect his athleticism, and it ends up burning them. They're going to find out the hard way today. If they try to play him and match him up with linebackers and safeties, this dude makes defenses look silly.
Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
Here's a heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Takes it on the return. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking for space. It's Fry. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Brown wants to pass. Wide open downfield. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
You want to stop the run game? Get the big defensive tackles in the middle, getting penetration. Those big boys eating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
Using his power and his sweet feet to get into the backfield quickly.
And you know you're athletic when you're described with power and sweet feet. I mean, just put those two things together and you're just pretty amazing.
Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Indiana is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Maryland. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's got an open man. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. The Irish have always been built on the run, but timely completions are important, like the great Tom Clements back in the day or John Hewart.
Got to be clutch, right? Got to be balanced and got to find those moments where you can thrive. It's always a system, it seems like, at Notre Dame.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to start fast. This offense, man, not only have you not put anything together, the defense hasn't either. This game has gotten away from them early. They need to do a better job of protecting their quarterback.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Hilton. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
It's not the elevation giving you shortness of breath. This crowd alive to try to help the Cowboys. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Guys, we have Wyoming on top as we reach the end of the quarter. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period will be a second down. The give to the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Brown will throw it. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
And the Cowboys with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quarterback making checks. Going to sling it on second down. Fires to the right. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Motion from the back. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down. The Cowboys decide to punt it away. They boot it away on fourth down. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Here come the Irish back on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Makes the catch around the 50. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Brown wants to pass. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got him. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
It's a bang-bang play, running a slant. The DB's draped all over the wide receiver. He's got to make a contested catch, but he shows really strong hands on that one.
Wants to adjust the pattern. They're throwing for it on fourth down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Down to the 36-yard line, and some nifty moves to try to make a big play on the interception.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
On the ground, it's Coleman. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The elevation isn't the only thing to worry about up here. This crowd making its presence felt on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Coleman. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. The Irish send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Wants to return it. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Brown will throw it. Got a man. It's Bell. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. And the Cowboys want to pick up the tempo. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. The Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the move. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. It's on target and complete. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
The field goal is no good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Release to the back. Grab near the marker. It's Coleman. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. And the timing just a hair off.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. That's caught. It's Coleman. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 40. They get through and it's blocked. And they scoop it up. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Back has it. Look out, he's got room. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, who's got a better seat there today in Laramie than you do? And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the highest elevation in all of college football, War Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Cowboys will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out. And you got to be in the right place at the right time.
Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Quarterback on the keeper. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Sends it back in motion. Brown wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Indiana is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but you take a look at the scoreboard and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by a field goal over Maryland. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. On the move at the 30. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Quick release by the QB.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the 1st down.
The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Gives it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow...
He lobs one high down the left side. Makes the catch, and he will score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You could tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job at getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Trying to make magic with his feet. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at second and short, second and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to him.
Breaks into the open. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Cowboys come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking for room. It's Ramsey. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
And the Cowboys are on the move. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Might be changing the route. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Brown will throw it. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down, as they've got a first at the 32. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cowboys will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. The period has expired, and Wyoming has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They just keep firing. Catch in the middle, it's Bell. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Trying to turn the corner on the left. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Gets the back moving. Snap to the back. Got some room in it to the goal line. Touchdown, Wyoming. And they take it in for 6 more points. They add on another score, and now that record oh so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Looking for blockers. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here come the Irish back on offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Hilton. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number 1. Understand it. Late in the game now, up by multiple scores. I'm playing my defense a little bit different. Can't give up the big plays. Time is on my side.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
These are the perfect situations you love to be in. Known passing situations. These are not where the offensive tackles want to be. And when you're on the edge and there's no threat of the run, pin your ears back, get the nice first down sack.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got him downfield. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Pocket breaking down. Takes a hit as he fires. And it's incomplete, and the stands tall and gets off the field.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
The give as they work on that clock. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And the Cowboys line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. The offense changing the play. Brown wants to pass. Gets it out fast. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
The Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Well, they called that an ISO play, and it was isolated for a loss.
And they try to isolate a linebacker inside and really run the football right at you, right down the middle. But you better move those big defensive linemen out of the way and create some space. They didn't do it, and you could tell that's why the ball went nowhere.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. Could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay up there.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about building on the good things you do this week so that you're out executing at a higher level the next time.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like, they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
Makes the grab outside. It's Coleman. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. And he was able to get away from 1 tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the 4th quarter.
Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces...
And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Timeout is called with just a single second left. They've got this game in hand, but maybe there's some bad blood. They want to rub it in a bit. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. And they get the icing on the cake, and that might make for some long memories after this one. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Nigga might want shit is on this to the range up. What's worse than a different you make style? We put it down, please don't get it years ago. And next time I nigga wanna call it credit. I bet it. Maybe nigga they come, we really mention it. This nigga head don't grasp the lines. I come with the enemy and I don't wanna say a nigga names and all that, but y'all finna get y'all. And I'm loose, and I heard the news up, run up, you could get dead. Hey, we want the motherfuckers in the daily way. Putting on the money for the little flag. Shit, get down, level studies, fuck them all that, I can't get my respect. Come on now, put them to rest. Better, but nevertheless, we gon' spread. Okay, you acting like you got to be rich. It's all in your mind, but we got this all we can tell us. It's your into my eyes and tell me what it is you see the kids in my eyes. Into my eyes and tell me what it is you see the kids in my eyes.
Mango is to blow up and then act like I don't know nobody. Mango, mango is to blow up, and act like I don't know nobody. If they interrupted me before I can say, then blew up in a different language. Try to curve a different angle. Nocturnal, come play for the Bengals. Tangerine dreams, sunsets, bikinis. Means me one time get goals. I'm peeling out before the French toast. Won't float up without the French rolls. Potential. I could have played for Comedy Central. Work wood like pencil, jump fences in group suspenders. Pretend we're friends get offended. We'll take part for the bid, don't end up with something trending. Topics, how obnoxious. I'd rather fly to the tropics. Bad bitch with the stockiest options. Barely cleavage, total leave it. Non-plastic, high fashion, drastic. Mathematics, act next to the euros are plural. No, I'm like now bonjour. Portugal, for foreign girls. Mango is to blow up, and act like I don't know nobody. Mango is
Gotta keep a carbon in my beat. Call the mommy out my team, babe. Why you putting forges on the G? I keep spilling coffee on my team. I don't like me talking, I'm gonna speak, babe. You know I need a few hours to sleep and keeping it real every day. It ain't easy. Part against weather and come out next season. Deja Ray, would you just stay with me, please? I'ma bless the mama and she sees. I scored a triple double for my knees. I just bought a rover for no reason. I'm on house arrest, I can't even leave. Locked up in the pen, but I ain't see the water dripping off me. Uncle Fiend, love my uncle, yeah, Uncle Fiend, love my auntie, stop auntie Dean. It's blowing all this money cause it's free. Scamming in Miami by the beach. Telling all your homies that ain't deep. Boy, I heard you ready for the cheesecake. Peace, gotta keep a carbon in my reach. Pick and call the Marvin, y'all my team, babe. Why you putting forces on the G? I keep spilling coffee on my jeans. I don't like you talking, I'm gonna squeeze, babe. Snipers in the beats and little haters sipping on the lean, but I ain't lazy. Deja Ray, fake check a favor, skeeters on the face, they don't waste it. I've been smoking coffee with the weed. I'ma keep you healthy, selling peace. Never wanna sign me, what's the fee? Double nines on me, I'm from 18 Louis V. Color blanket, dogging on these bitches. I got brave, but in the front and back, I told her face me. I've been getting a lot of money lately. Cardi B, I hope you like the bracelet. Shout to say I'm healthy for a Haitian. I just rent a spider for the vegan. Lying on my dick, but it ain't shrinking. Sorry, this ain't on me, this is beef. Gotta keep a carbon in my reach. You can call it Marvin, I'm my teeth, babe. Yo, why you put the forces on the G? I keep spilling coffee on my jeans. I don't like me talking, I'm gonna squeeze it, babe. Cricket trying to tell me go to sleep. I've been writing lyrics after 3. Girls told me fuck you, steady rapping. Everybody know you about your action. White girl, sexy, feeling peachy. I just smell a pussy on my pinky. Man, that pussy tastes like tangerine. Sorry, this ain't orange, this is peach. Gotta keep a carbon in my reach. You can call it Marvin, I'm my team, babe. Why you putting forges on the G? I keep spilling coffee on my jeans. I don't like you talking, I'm gonna speak, babe.
Hey!
You know, I can't forget who did you big. I get that I spit in my own way. Remember, I played, I missed. Remember, I strayed. Remember, my dinner was scattered and frayed. I prayed, he listened. Hey, niggas throw out the spirit. Hey, niggas question direction. We weak in the flesh, but we go off the strength of the spirit. Niggas was blessed, I reckon. I told them some BS. You know it as soon as you hear. Might see a 3-8, don't do nothing wrong. Pacing myself. I got it right now. I'm pacing what's left. I got no problem. Pace myself. Don't want no problem. Pacing myself. Who cares?
And down, where you from, nigga? What do you know? Where you from, my nigga? Where your grandma stay, huh, my nigga? Listen, man, baby, now run, my nigga.
Brace yourself, I take you on a trip down memory lane. This is not a rapper, I'm playing crack or moon cocaine. This is cold a second, plenty cognac and major pain. Not the drill sergeant, but the stress that weighing on your brain. It was me up boogie, hanging lucky, lucky, right down road, it got ugly, waving your hand out the window, check yourself. Warriors and conans, hope euphoria can slow dance with society. The travesty, the first one to get killed. Seen a light-skinned nigga with his brains blown out. At the same purpose, there was out. Now this is not a tape recorder saying that he did it, but ever since the day I was looking at him different. That was back when I was 9. Joey back to 9. Back to stand on every punch is fine. We adapt the crime. Back up there with 4 guns at a time. With the sliding door, fuck it up. Fuck you shooting for if you ain't walking up, you fucking punk. Picking up the fucking punk. Picking up you sucker, dick or die, a sucker punch. A wall of bullets coming from AK, AR, AR, tuck. That's what mama said when we was eating every lunch. Oh man, goddamn, all hell broke loose. You killed my cousin back in 94. Fuck your truth. Now throw your head in that noose. You wind up dead on the news. Ain't no peace treaty, just peace and PG's up to pre-approved. Bodies on top of bodies, IVs on top of IVs. Obviously the coroner between the sheets like the Aussies. When you hop on that trolley, make sure your color's correct. Make sure your corporate does every calling.